A woman in Bulgaria spent 30 minutes under the 21 degrees Celsius sunshine. However, when she woke up, she had a slightly sore and red face. She thought everything was fine and continued enjoying her holiday. The next day, her skin became so tight that it looked like a plastic forehead. To that girl's horror, her plastic skin soon started to peel off, leaving her covered in patches of both tanned and pink skin underneath. Now, to talk about this, we have a doctor with us.
Hello, doctor. Welcome to the health site.
Hello, Sakshi. How are you?
I'm good. So have you seen any such case in India before?
Right. Okay. Sakshi has shared me a kind of a case that is having some kind of a wrinkle on the skin, and she was a 25-year-old female, and
Yes.
she has given a kind of history of sun exposure, and in the next day she was having some kind of rashes on the forehead. Okay. So this is called acute sunburn. Acute sunburn is kind of a skin rashes that happens because of the sunlight. If the sunlight is very extensive and your skin is very sensitive, so both combination should be there. Okay, if the skin is very sensitive, at the same time you are exposing your skin to the sunlight, yes, this kind of rashes can happen, and I have seen many cases. Okay, this is quite common, especially like the Delhiites. They are going to the Goa. Okay, like they are like 24 hours in the room only, and suddenly they are exposing their skin to the kind of a hot and humid climate, okay, like Goa, and definitely they will have kind of a sunburn like that. Okay, so this is quite common condition even in India also.
Okay, doctor. So, doctor, do you think she was not wearing a sunscreen because of it? This might happen because exposure to sun. We have often heard that if you're going out to the sun and if we have some exposure to the sun, we should alwaalways apply sunscreen and then only move out in the sun.
So there are different kind of a scenario maybe there, Sakshi. Okay, the first and most important part, the skin sensitivity part. If the skin is super sensitive, definitely if you are wearing the sunscreen and you are exposing your skin like in the sunlight like more than like 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours like that, then definitely that can cause that kind of rashes. Second, if you are not wearing the complete UVA protection and UV protection both. Okay, sometimes we are using kind of a sunscreen that is okay for us, but again, like that is not protecting our skin completely. Okay, third part, I can say that when you have applied the sunscreen, if you applied the sunscreen around 2 to 3 hours before that exposure to the sunlight, sometimes that kind of rashes may be there because the effect of the sunscreen will be there on the skin only for 2 to 3 hours, not more than that. Okay, and obviously like a kind of a heat part is there, and then some kind of environmental conditions are there. All these conditions can cause this kind of rashes. Okay, it's kind of a combination of 2 or 3 causes basically. Okay, not a kind of single cause. Like if a person is there in South India and he is exposing his skin without sunscreen, definitely will not cause any kind of, he will not have kind of any kind of rashes on the skin.
Okay, doctor. So, doctor, do you think that applying sunscreen is important because many people say it leaves a harmful impact on the skin? So, do you agree that we should apply sunscreen and then only move out to the sun? Because it is also said that vitamin D is important for our body, for our skin, for our health. And on the other side, on the contrary, we are seeing that applying sunscreen is harmful. So, what do you think? What do you suggest as a doctor?
Ideally, Sakshi, we have to apply the sunscreen regularly. Why? Because we have to protect our skin from the sunlight, from the harm radiations. We know there are 2 types of harm radiations are there in the sunlight. One is kind of UVA radiation. A stands for the aging effect of the skin. Okay, and UVB means B stands for the burning effect of the skin. Okay, so if you are exposing in the sunlight for a longer time, what will happen that UVA radiation can cause aging and kind of a pigmentation and tanning everything. And cosmetically, obviously, anyone doesn't want any kind of a tanning on the skin, right? Second part is the burning part. Like if you're not applying sunscreen, obviously your skin will be more burning. Okay, it will be more red. Okay, so that kind of changes maybe their skin. And ideally, these, I can say, extensive exposure to the sunlight can cause some kind of problems. Okay, you rightly said that. Okay, a part should be exposed in the sunlight because we have to get the vitamin D. Okay, the kind of a synthesis in the skin. It should be kind of a balance between both. Okay, like we have to protect the male skin, especially the facial skin, upper part of the body should be protected nicely with the help of white brim hat, we can use kind of full coverage, covering clothes and all. But at the same time, yes, we have to be exposed our skin little bit, okay, to the sunlight to produce the vitamin D. So basically, it's kind of a balance between both.
All right, doctor, that was I'm very thankful to you that you took out time for us. And thank you so much for talking to the Health Site.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sasi. Thank you so much.
Thank you.